Today, we're unboxing and assembling the new LANKELEISI RX600 PRO, a powerful, high-quality electric mountain bike. Let's get started! If you're unboxing the bike on your own, it's easier to remove it from the box by laying the carton flat on the floor. It's also a good idea to keep the packaging in case you ever need to return or transport the bike. First, set the front wheel aside and carefully remove all of the protective packaging from the bike. Inside the accessory box, you'll find the optional thumb throttle, a bell, a bike lock, aluminum pedals, a toolkit, a manual air pump, a 15mm wrench, the battery charger, the user manual, and the left crank arm. The bike also comes with a pair of plastic mudguards. Remove the battery to make the bicycle easier to handle. Using a hex key, loosen the stem side bolts and rotate the stem into its upright position. Once aligned, tighten the side bolts securely. Next, remove the 4 faceplate bolts from the stem. Use a 3mm hex key to remove the display from the handlebar. Straighten the handlebar cables and position the handlebar onto the stem. Reinstall the 4 bolts and tighten them evenly in a cross pattern to ensure proper alignment. Carefully turn the bicycle upside down. Remove the front axle and prepare the front wheel for installation. Position the front wheel in the fork, making sure the brake rotor is correctly aligned between the brake pads and that the wheel is fully seated in the dropouts. Check that the wheel spins freely. Insert the axle through the fork and wheel hub, install the locking nut, and tighten it securely using a 6mm hex key. Once tightened, verify again that the wheel spins freely without rubbing. Return the bicycle to its upright position. Install the left crank arm by first removing the retaining bolt. Position the crank arm on the spindle, reinstall the bolt, and tighten it securely using a 10mm hex key. Finally, install the nut cover. The pedal marked L is installed on the left side. Thread it in by hand, turning it counterclockwise, and then tighten it with a 15mm wrench. Repeat the process for the right pedal, but tighten it clockwise. To install the front mudguard and headlight, first remove the bolt from the fork crown. Position the front mudguard and headlight bracket together and secure them using the original bolt and a 5mm hex key. Once installed, adjust the mudguard to ensure proper alignment and clearance. To install the rear mudguard, remove the mounting screw from the frame. Position the mudguard, reinstall the screw, and tighten it securely. Adjust the support stays as needed by gently bending them to achieve the correct position. Make sure all mounting points are securely tightened and that the mudguard does not interfere with the tire. Slide the bell onto the handlebars and tighten its clamp to secure it in place. To install the thumb throttle, use a 3mm hex key to loosen and remove the display controller. Install the thumb throttle onto the controller mount and tighten its mounting screw securely. Reinstall the display controller on the handlebar and tighten it securely. To align the front wheel with the handlebar, straighten the handlebar, then remove the stem top cap cover and tighten the stem main bolt securely. Tighten both side bolts securely, then reinstall the top cap cover. Make sure to tighten the front screws securely for a safe ride. Position the display for the best viewing angle and tighten its clamp using a 3mm hex key. Connect the cable by aligning the arrows on both connectors and pushing them together carefully. Inflate the tires to the recommended pressure, reinstall the battery, and power on the bike to test the system. Your new LANKELEISI RX600 PRO is now ready to roll. Enjoy your ride and ride safely.